All right, thanks, Blair. Look forward to that tracking piece. Let's get back to that sobering center versus stabilization center discussion. As we've told you before, there's been a big push from Multnomah County to open a large-scale sobering center, or drunk tank of sorts, to replace the one that closed back in 2020. The only money towards an effort like that is $150 grand toward design, planning, and project development. Instead, we'll get a 24/7 stabilization center, something Chair Vega Pederson has been adamant about. You heard a little of that back and forth between the chair and Blair a few moments ago, but because our show is unlike any other in the market, we wanted to give you more of that discussion to allow all of us to better understand the difference.
What is the difference between a stabilization center and a sobering center?
Yeah, so a sobering center is a really limited duration place for people to go so that they can sober from whatever influence they're under. Traditionally, that has been alcohol, right? So you know the term drunk tank, right? It was a place where people could be picked up, they could go. It was a room where they had like a lot of cots and people could really just sober up after a few hours. I think when the decision was made to stop the City of Portland funded sobering center was because the complexity and that was happening with people who were under the influence of different types of drugs was necessitated like higher levels of healthcare and management oversight. So that's why we are having 8 additional sobering beds come online later this fall that are going to be in a more healthcare focused settings, right? That's going to be something that Unity is working on. Providence is also looking at increasing their sobering beds early next year. I think that the difference between sobering is that it is usually like less than 24 hours. So usually it's about 23 hours. There are certain hold requirements, right, that might be related to that. The stabilization center is going to be 20 plus beds that people can stay in for a much longer period of time, anywhere from 30, 60, 90 days. So people really who have been in addiction, who have gone through treatment, who are coming out of sobering have a more stable place to stay.
Now, the chair said she recognized the need for sobering beds, but apart from that $150 grand to study the large sobering centers in the city, it appears the only movement on that front is 8 beds that she mentioned from Unity opening this fall, plus another 9 sobering beds opening at Providence next year.